What's up, loyal family? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another video, guys. And today we are here to talk about something that, is very important.
Keep questioning.
A lot of people ask about it, and I think it's only right for us to tell you guys exactly what's going on, so that we can just nip it in the butt. If there's actually a butt. If there's a butt, who came with that saying, nip it in the butt?
I don't know.
Whose butt did I put it in?
I have no idea.
You see your butt?
Would you put it in the butt? So
let's nip it in the butt right now.
Okay.
How about we nip it in a hole or something? Let's just say hole.
Okay.
We're going to nip it in a hole once and for all.
Okay.
So guys, listen. As you guys see the title, we're going to talk about why Scarlett is still not in school. So basically, as you guys know, Scarlett is only 5 years old.
She just turned 5.
Yeah, she's only 5, and she should have been in school. Like everybody's saying, she should have been in school. So, a backstory, we ended up moving because to get Scarlett in school, we was on a waiting list for so long, trying to get her in school. And we ended up moving. Well, I was moving. That was one of the reasons why we actually moved as well, looking for better school for our kids, so that Scarlett could be in school, Lana could be in school and stuff like that. So basically, when we moved, during the process of moving, we actually get Scarlett enrolled in school for kindergarten.
So basically, we moved around, I think, November. Let's say we just got in here in December, because even when we closed on the house, we were still living
over there
in our other house. I kind of feel like I want you to know that when we were in the basement in the Bronx, Scarlett was in daycare.
Yes, and she
was like in a preschool, like from 2 to 3 years old around there.
I remember.
And so she was in school, and then we pulled her out, and then we ended up moving to where we moved, and then from there was no space, and now we're here. So what I want to say is, I don't think it really makes sense for me. I don't really think it makes sense to put Scarlett in preschool.
Right.
I don't think it makes sense because she starts kindergarten in September, and we couldn't put her in kindergarten until she was actually 5 years old. And as you guys know, Scarlett turns 5 in January, so we have to wait all the way till September to put her in kindergarten. I don't know, I don't see the reason to put her in preschool, to be honest.
Right. So Scarlett is one of those kids that skip preschool, and not because she skips preschool doesn't mean that she's not learning, because my baby is really on it at home with her. We should teach her letters or numbers, teaching her to read and stuff like that. So she's really on it with her, and she's doing it daily. So it's like the same thing that they'll be doing in preschool. Only thing, Scarlett's not really socializing with other kids, which I'm pretty sure she's not gonna have a problem socializing with other kids when she starts school, because she's around her cousins when they come over, siblings and stuff like that. So it's not gonna be really hard for her. And she's already enrolled in school for kindergarten, waiting to start. So we actually have her our class tour coming up soon that we have to go experience, and we're going to see what class she's going to be. We're going to meet her teachers and stuff like that. So we're just waiting for Scarlett school to start for kindergarten.
Right. And
that's about it. So I know a lot of you guys are very concerned, and it's okay to be concerned, because as you guys see with family, and you guys see that we move, and we mentioned that we want to look for better school for Scarlett, we need to get her in school, whatever. So I really appreciate you guys commenting your concern. But Scarlett is already enrolled in school, and she's just waiting to start. And at home, she's learning from the best teacher right now, which is her mother.
Yeah.
She's learning everything that she can, and she's doing her best. Even though we're juggling a newborn as well, we're doing what we have to do as parents. There's no complaint. We just do what we have to do.
Yes. And I feel like, I observe my daughter very well, and I know what she's going to have difficult times with and what she's not. And I know how focused she is and how unfocused she is.
Right.
So I kind of think that it's good that it started off home, because I got a better understanding for my child. So anything a teacher complains to me about, or wants to talk to me about, or anything that was to happen, I basically know
exactly what's
going on.
I like that.
Yeah.
Too.
So, yes, Scarlett is not in school. Yes, Scarlett is learning, but she's not in school right now because she's not old enough to be in public school. She will have to go to a daycare, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. My kids really don't need to be in a daycare. Not saying that they shouldn't, or not saying it's bad, but I don't mind teaching my kids and
guys,
having them here with me.
Don't get us wrong, right? When we first moved to our last home, when we first moved to that location, right? We did try to get her in private school because we did try to get her in like regular school, like preschool. They put her in a waiting list and they have her waiting like super long. So we tried to get her in like private school. The private school was really far from our home, so it would be really hard for us to like drop London school in our area than to drive hours away to drop Scarlett off to school. So that would be a big conflict. So that's why we didn't really look into private school, because the location from where we was living then was too far. And now we just decided that we're just gonna like complete the few months we have left to teach her at home, and then pretty soon she's gonna be in kindergarten. And she's excited for school actually. She have a book bag already. She's excited. She want to learn. So every time Alana get ready to go to school, sometimes she be up and say, "I want to go to school." So I know it's gonna be an exciting moment for her as well. She might be shy first in the beginning, being around new people, new friends, being away from her parents, because she's really attached to us. But I think she's gonna get the hang of it really good.
I don't think. Maybe she might be attached.
Right.
Maybe she might like school. I'm not
She's gonna like school.
But I think it's gonna be more of a nervous moment for me than my actual child, because I'm just not comfortable with other people raising my kid, to be honest. You know, and school, that's a big part of someone else interacting with your kid, installing certain things in your kids. And you know, school isn't always the best experience for everybody.
Right.
You know, it could bring your self-esteem down, it could bring it up, or you can feel left out, you can question yourself. You're going to start questioning yourself. You're going to start understanding why people are mean or treat you a certain way. So I'm not even a fan of the school environment, because I feel like kids go through a lot, and so much teacher this, teacher that, principal this, principal that. They really don't know what goes on with kids.
Right.
And just having my oldest daughter who tells me stuff that is like, wow, do you really question yourself about that? Or do you really feel like that? Did that guy really do that to you? That's just like, you know, I'm really happy with her being home. And I sometimes feel like I want to do future homeschooling, but I don't want to take away that social time. I feel like the world is rough and they need to experience everything.
Right, the real world.
The real world.
Being around other kids, being around people.
I can't.
Understand there's mean people in this world. That people don't be nice to you.
Yeah.
So it's like we have to teach our kids from home too, to look out for these signs.
Which I do.
In people, you know.
Yes.
So we have to just try our best, because at the end of the day, still, school is gonna be a big part of raising our kids. The environment that they're in, the time they spend with their friends at school, different things impact their actions as well, you know.
Yes.
So if we're not strong at home, it's like once they be on the school system, it's like they're gonna go, which is not wrong, because sometimes school system does direct them in the best way, but sometimes the environment, which it could be friends, may not be the best friends for them, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to do our part of experience and have that trust with our kids where we're open to tell us anything.
That's why I'm very open with my kids, guys, because you have to be, no matter how you feel, this and that, you have to be open with your kids. I mean, extremely open. You have to teach them everything, the ins and out, and, you know, just the cruelness. And, you know, not everything is going to be negative, because I'm sure there's going to be awesome, positive things.
Absolutely.
But obviously, we're not going to focus on the positive. We prepare them for the negative, and that's just the way. So that way they can be alert, you know, and not get hurt, because we want the best for our kids, no matter what. But they're gonna have to learn by themselves as well in the real world. Yes. If we were still living in the Bronx, Scar would have been in school like the same school as London went to, which is a really great school. And everybody's family there, they knew you, they knew London. They grew together. All the kids, like, they grew together, same class coming up. So they still miss London. Until this day, London still want to go back to that school until this day right now. I really wish I could do that for her. Because everybody would have been like, oh, look, his sister. Because everybody already knows Scarlett from when I was pregnant. All the teachers, all the staff. And they see Scarlett come in at 1 year old, 2 years old. So everybody already knew Scarlett. They were waiting for Scarlett to come in. Yeah, so it would have been really nice. And nice to do that. Wow. Amazing. I really love that school, because they get the kids into, like, break out of that shyness from early. Even though Scarlett's not shy at all. If Scarlett want to sing right now, she's going to sing in front of you. But that school actually have the kids performing at an early age where
they feel like they're very important, and I love that
Yes.
because kids are very important. So it's like they don't shut the kids down or put them to the side. They actually bring out that side in them, like, yo, listen, you're somebody. Show that side of you. You know what I'm saying? Which is amazing. So a lot of time kids don't get to experience that. They
And-
shy away from everything. Shy from sports, shy from schooling, shy from art, shy from performing. You know, so then sometimes you never really find talent because you never actually try. So I like the fact that that school really embraces that.
That school also, it's very safe. Like, they have cameras in every hallway, rooms. So if anything was to happen, they do have cameras. They have cameras all over the school system, 360 degrees. So when kids are walking from school, they know what happens. If there's a guy follow them, they know everything. They'll go through the cameras, report it. They literally send home papers like this happened at this time, be aware. It's like really family oriented. They have one of the best basketball teams too, for girls and boys.
Oh, wow.
It starts like I think in 4th or 5th grade. They have music, you know, where they play their instruments. They learn a language.
They got soccer?
They don't, because that's not a real big American sport.
Okay.
It's basketball.
Okay.
But they don't have soccer in the schools much. Maybe I like gym.
But I'm pretty sure over here where we at right now, this school is great as well. Because London school, they got sports as well where London can start. So it's not like it's bad. The school is great over here. But it's just that one of our kids to get used to it, get along with the people that are around and everything. So it's gonna be a great year, guys. It's gonna be a great school year for our kids. And we just wanna update you guys to tell you guys that we don't just have Scarlett at home not doing anything at all. So I know a lot of you guys are concerned. And you guys are not wrong for being concerned about our kids, about us. There's nothing wrong with that. We just keep you guys updated, let you guys know that, listen, Scarlett gonna start school pretty soon.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that video. We're gonna do a video showing Scarlett's first day at school. And yeah, she's gonna enjoy school and she's gonna just find herself in a whole environment, you know?
A whole different environment. That's gonna be really hard for me, guys.
It's gonna be hard for us as parents, but to be honest, it's like we did it. Like I remember myself being in preschool. Coming up, like my first day I was so shy to go to school. I actually cried and didn't want to walk into the class.
Me too.
Like the teacher had to come and get me. I was outside the class crying, and after a while you get the hang of it. You start to meet friends. I know when Scarlett meet her friends, she's gonna be excited to go to school. Like London couldn't wait to go to school, and she was going to school in the Bronx. Like every day she wanted to go to school. Like wake up excited.
Yeah.
Now it's like new for London. She don't really have much friend. So it's like the excitement kind of dawned a little bit, but she's still excited to go to school, but she's more excited going to school back then because that's where her friends that she knows for years.
That's where she started.
Yeah.
So they graduated pre-K, kindergarten, they went to 3rd, 4th. You know, they went to all these grades together. They still go to each other's parties. They have sleepovers. They still come over here. So I know she misses that a lot, but, you know, and I know Scarlett would have enjoyed, trust me, Scarlett would have enjoyed the school she was in. But, you know, it's funny because even when I asked to put London in private school, I gave in her private school and they knew what school that was.
Oh, really?
All the way over here.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so they were like, oh, I know that school. I think they had kids transfer over there too, and they also know for the basketball team. So they knew the school. But back to Scarlett, I think she's going to do really well. I don't think she's going to be hype about school though.
I think she is after she meets some friends. When Ava is there, her cousin, and she play with Ava, she remember us. She does with Ava 24/7 playing with Ava. Like she's so happy and excited that Ava's around. So I mean, once she go to school and meet friends that she could play with, I just hope that she's not too distracted. I was worried about playing only, you know, because she has to learn and bring good grades and stuff like that. So I think it might start off a little rocky, like nervous for her, but eventually she can get the hang of it, meeting friends. And Scarlett make friends easy. Remember her ballet? Scarlett used to do ballet.
I missed that.
Yeah, the kids used to do ballet in our previous home. We used to live over there. So one day we went to their ballet show, and the kids were performing. Scarlett was performing, right?
Oh
and
my God, I missed that.
Scarlett was doing her own thing, right? She wasn't following the routine, whatever. And she was doing her own thing, and all the kids stopped to follow Scarlett to climb. What she was doing? Climbing on the wall?
She was holding on the pole.
Holding on the pole, playing with it. So while they was performing, literally. So I was like, why my daughter I have to be the one to stop and not follow what's going on in the ballet thing right now. And all the kids follow her doing the same thing.
Yeah, they start doing the same thing.
That was funny.
That
was funny.
It was very funny. It was such a kid moment. Like, I'm gonna love that movie forever.
Yeah, so I miss those days though.
Me too.
I really do.
I do, you know, I do really miss those days, you know, and I miss them going to ballet school. London actually loved ballet
Oh, that
school.
was London thing. I think we should actually look into that for London right now, actually.
I think they have gymnastics.
Okay, I like that for her.
But, yeah, man, I feel bad. I took London out of ballet. She was
Oh,
doing
move.
really great, and they told me she's awesome.
We
Don't
can get her
take
back in.
out.
We can get her back in.
And it was just such a dream come true because that's something I always wanted to do. So when I seen that they actually had a ballet school for kids, a ballet school for kids, I was like, oh my God, I have to put my children in. I come to my husband, I was like, listen, I signed them up for ballet, and he was like, okay, great. And then I brought them, and it was just so like, it was just like, wow, my kids is doing something that I always wanted to do. Just seeing the classrooms and the poles and the stretches, I just used to be in a daze, like, oh my God, this is awesome. London actually really, really loved it. Scarlett said, it's okay, Mom. She wasn't a fan of
London
it.
really love it. But we're going to get them back into it.
Yeah, we have to get them into a
Promise.
sport. Yeah, right away.
I think London is for ballet. She really loved that. And she have a talent. She learn it fast. That's it. Cause we put London in boxing before, and she wasn't not boxing, karate.
Yeah.
We put London in karate before, and she wasn't a fan of karate. Like that's not her.
She did swimming. She was not.
She
a
tried
fan
swimming
of
and wasn't a fan. So ballet was the only one that she was really passionate about it, and she was doing great. Like she started late, and she surpassed all the kids there, like doing amazing. So we're gonna get her back into ballet.
But I always knew she was good. She would lift her leg up. Remember as a kid, bend all the way over.
Yep.
She was really flexible from young. And Scarlett, I think Scarlett is good for, I think my daughter's a runner.
Jack, I was gonna say that she's a runner.
She's a runner.
When it comes to running, Scarlett ready to run.
Just the muscles in her leg and her body, like she's fast and she's a runner. She's rough. Like she falls and she gets up and she's like, "Mom, don't worry about me. I'm cool." Like you know, she's more like soccer girl.
She always wanna run. We in the store. She's like, "Daddy, race me. Come, let's go." So I always pretend like she beat me. So that really raised up her excitement even higher.
Her
So
confidence, right?
Yeah, her confidence be sky high. So I make her pretend like she's faster, and she really believe that she's faster than me, you know. So I love that about her. That make her want to keep going. I used to do the same for London until she tell London one day that that is when I allow you to beat him.
Yeah.
Right? You know you're not fast enough.
Now they
right?
got pissed off.
And from then, London was pissed off that I let her beat me, you know. So.
So I told London that, and now London looks at Scarlett like, poor baby. You know you cannot be dad. None of us can. But I mean, like, it was getting ridiculous. Like, London's gonna be 14, still believing the same thing because he kept doing it. I'm like, just tell her, right?
So ever since then, it's like I tell London be quiet every time I race with Scarlett.
Yeah.
And she try to tell Scarlett that, Dad was letting you beat him.
I
I said, no, London, I'm faster than you, but Scarlett faster than me. But she's saying, well, I'm faster than Scarlett. But I'm like, I don't know, because I don't know, there's no way you're faster than Scarlett, because Scarlett faster than me, but you're not faster than me.
I love Scarlett. Scarlett is awesome. She's a very confident young girl.
Very confident, man.
Very confident. She's really ready to take over any sport, any acting.
It could be anything.
Anything.
Acting, singing, dancing. Even if she don't know to do it, she's gonna do it in front of your face. You're gonna try something. And she's not ashamed of her game because she has a confidence sky high.
I don't know how, but I think that's really awesome. I hope my son has that. London isn't like that. She's very timid. That's just her character, I guess. But I want to take that out of London. You know, I don't want her to be that anymore. Like very shy.
Right.
I want her to be her best. Even like when she performs in front of me, she's so shy. And I'm like, you're so awesome. Just do your best. She was like, oh, I feel a little shy. I'm like, forget about everyone around you. Pretend no one is there and just do your best. So London's a lot more shy. My baby Scarlett is very brave. So confident. It's crazy. She teaches me to be confident.
Yep.
And she gets that from her dad.
Yeah, that's what I was been. Actually,
Yeah.
I used to be in a dancer in high school. I used to be running track. I was one of the fastest in school one time.
He was a gardener. He was everything, guys. Go ahead, go.
I was everything. The list goes on and on. You know, so it's like that's where you get it from. Be honest, and that's why when I see it, I just make it go skyrocket. I boost it for her. Like, baby, yes, you got it. Even when she sing, I hype her up. Like, my baby starts singing for me on the phone. So every time she come to sing, I stop everything to listen to her sing, and she keep going and keep going. And I love that about my daughter, man. I really do.
Yeah.
Like me getting old, like even me being on an old later on, like in the future being very old, those are memories that I'm gonna remember. Because when they become women now, I'm not gonna have those memories no more. So it's like those are memories that I really cherish. Because like these are hard or precious kids, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the update, guys. That's the story in our kids while it's going on in school, and talking about my kids just made me so happy. I just want to keep going, but I know it's gonna be super long. But guys, I want to tell you guys, thank you guys for being concerned, and we family, man. There's nothing wrong with being concerned and checking in on us and our kids. If God forbid I end up dying one day and you guys see my kids doing something wrong, I'm giving you guys the permission to check them, make sure that they back in line. Tell them that, listen, your dad wouldn't allow that. Your dad wouldn't want you to be doing that, you know?
Yeah.
Be on it for us, because we're not going to be here forever.
God forbid. We should not talk about that, oh my God.
You know, but just to be safe, cause like I said, maybe sometime it'd be a stranger that been watching our kids for so long, that been a big supporter that could just guide them, like, listen, remind you, your dad would probably don't like what you're doing right now. Right. Get back to it, you know?
Yeah.
Simple stuff. But yeah. You have anything you want to say?
No, I don't. I don't have anything I want to say besides thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and yeah, no, I don't have anything I want to say. That's definitely it.
So with that being said and done, we want you to like,
share,
subscribe, and see you guys on the other side. Drop a comment, and peace out.